Hello everyone, welcome back to Hast Logics tutorial with Calvin Sass here. We had already started pharmacy management system, and today I want to continue with this project. I've taken some time because I was doing one or two, three things. I had a busy week, so something had to be checked up for before we jump into this. So today I want us to get into our auth system, which we already started. We built the view for the login, that is the view blade. And today I just want us to check on the forgot password before we start implementing this project into full. So before we start this thing, I would request you to love each other by sharing this YouTube channel with your friends. Please subscribe, comment, and ensure that sometimes when you have a problem, just leave your comment on at the comment section there so that I can know. If you need like somebody to build and develop your software from scratch, you can contact me by simply going to our website, that is www.haslogics.com, which I will be leaving on the description after this uploading this video. So without wasting a lot of time, I want us to start. Just as I already mentioned, we were working on this project using the server Laravel. So we must ensure that our Laravel started and running. So I will search for my Laravel here and open Laravel. So you ensure that all the services, you click the start all and all services are started. Don't worry about this pop-up because I'm using the free version. You simply need to close this, of which it will redirect you to the browser where they request you purchase the purchase the license. But don't worry, we don't need to do that now. We only need to run with this free version for learning purposes. And so from that, we are able now to run our project. So for us to run this project, we will come to our terminal. So I've already shown you how you can do this from the VS Code editor. So you simply say PHP artisan serve and then you hit enter. So you wait for the project to load. Sometimes once it is loaded, we will click the link and it will take us to the browser where we can view our project. Okay, so as the project loads, I will suggest that we start creating our login blade, that is from the auth folder. So you will find your project. We started from here. If you are watching the previous tutorial, we had already created when you go to resources, you go to view, then you go to auth. So from the auth, we had already created the login blade. From the layouts, we created our layouts, which are going to control the admin side. And that one is controlling the dashboard. For instance, here we have here. And then now we want to add a new file called forgot dot blade dot php. Yes, so forgot.blade.php. So if you go to our theme, which we already placed, you go to our directory and Laragon here. You go to www, you go to pharmacy, you go to resources, you go to views, you also not there, but we have to go to the public. That is where we installed our under vendor our theme, I mean admin lte dist. Then we are going to example. Let's check the example. If you're going to get the forgot, okay, lock screen, login, register. Let me just click on this login version 2 and then I can click on forgot. So we have this example forgot. So we have not created, we don't have that, but it's something that we can create directly. Let me check on the forms. We don't have it there. When you check on the layout, we don't have it there. When you check on the UI, we don't have it there. When we check on, let me just check another one under the widgets. So we don't have it there. So what we are going to do, we're just going to create that from scratch. So I'll come to the login section and copy everything that I have here and paste it on the forgot, so that we don't waste a lot of time configuring everything. So here we will call the name as, let's come here. So this actually, we will remove this for now. We don't need this for now, but we just use the hash. We will create the link later on when you are working on this project, and then we will say here, instead of signing, we'll call it forgot password. And then we have the input. So in the input, this for email, so this is where we are going to insert the email. We don't need this. This is password. We don't need this. We don't need this for password, so we will have to remove that. Then we come to remember, we don't need this. Okay, so let me just close that. We don't need this. Then we will leave that. So from here, we don't need this. Sign in using Facebook, we don't need this. Let me remove the social media thing, all of it. We just need something clean. Forgot password, we don't need this. Register as a new member, we don't need this. So we have this and we have this. So this one we are just going to type for forgot, and here we are saying you have an account. So you have an account, then we are going to create we are going to create a button. So let's call this button sign in. So we have this forgot, and then we have these signings. Okay, so what we are going to do next is to ensure that we have the routes. So we go to our routes, but before that we need to create our controller. So we have to assign this into our controller. Okay, let's start with the routes. So we go to routes and we go to web. So this one is used for login, which is loading the login page. Let me check if our PHP artisan has loaded correctly. Yes, so it is here. So we have this link here. When I click on that and practice to my browser, the reason why I'm copying, because I don't want it to open. I will have just click on the control and click on the link, and then it takes me automatically, but I don't want it to open on the Chrome, which is my default browser in this machine. So this is our login page. Of course, I also want to remove login using Facebook. I don't need them for now. This time we didn't do that cleaning thoroughly, so we come here and remove sign up using the Facebook. So I come there and remove that. Let me just remove everything here and then save. When you save the change, you refresh this, you get that one is, we have this clean form here. So email and password, that is only what I want, and then they remember. So we have forgot password in any case that we've forgotten. So we need to remove this one again. So we remove this one, which is asking to register because we don't need it. And then we refresh this and we get this nice form. So we want to continue with our routing. So in the format, I go to my web.php and we'll write here the route, and I can say this actually I'm going to call it forgot. Let me call it forgot password, and then we are going to call view.auth.forgot password. What I want us to do today, I want us to use the class okay to change the style of our routing. So what I want us to do is to use get, then forgot password, then we are going to get into the class. We call the controller. So we are going to call it auth controller, which we had already not already created. So let's call this one auth controller, and we say class, comma, then forgot, just like that. I don't need the name of this. So we are going to use this style. I found this one better, much organized. So we are going to check if already we have the controller called auth. So we come to app http controllers. So we have not created that controller. So we are going to add this controller as we are going to call it to create it. So we come to our terminal. You create new terminal here, and then you like using the commands because it's faster. PHP artisan. So this one we are saying that, so we are going to put the hyphen, the colon there, make controller, then we call it auth controller, then you enter. So after sometimes you give it sometimes to load, you will be able to see success. Let me see, controller not defined. Did you mean of this? So the reason why that is happening is because, so we can see there is an error here because I've made the spelling mistake. So those are the mistakes that you need to counter check before you continue. So you have the controller, add R there, then you enter. Then we can see the controller here has been created successfully, auth controller up here. So when you come to this, we will now get we can write our function there. So in the auth controller, we are going to write our function. Let's see what we have. So first of all, we will call the use of this in our web, that is our root. So the root we have, let me show you what we have. So we have here on the web, we will call the function use. So we say use app.control as HTTP controllers, then we have auth controllers. So that one, once it is imported here, so we will be able to start writing. So we just want to write the function for forgot. So we'll come here at the auth controller, and then that's actually we'll be even doing it for the login. But for now, let's just write this for our forgot function. So we will just call the public function forgot, then we return the view, And in the view container, we already have the forgot.blade.php. So when we hit on this, our root here, let's see. When we hit on this, our root here, we have this root, which is forgot. We should be able to see our view file loading. So let's see that. So when you come to our already started website and then you come here and then right stroke, then you enter, we will be able to load this page, which is forgot page. So you say if you have an account, sign in. So I think this one I'm going to make it be on the one line. I don't need it as a button. So we come back to our forgot.blade.php, and what we are going to do is simply to make this as a button. Let me see on what we can do. We can use a paragraph actually. So let's just use this one here, and we can div. All right, we can div. Let's just div here, and then we come here, we remove this one, then we say this already you already have account. Yes, then we are going to create what do I need to do now? So already have an account. We actually here we don't need anything. Let me just bring back this, then we bring this up here, and we just put this here, and we remove this, and instead we leave it as a paragraph like that. Then what we are going to do is to bring this up here. So we just cut, and then so let me just bring this and paste it here. Okay, so we have this, which is going to be root. Actually, we're going to change all these things to be URLs. For now, what I will suggest is that we do this. Let me just put this. We are going to link it up. Okay, all right. So if that is all we have, then we are going to work with the URL. I love working with the URL. So this is going to display that. So when you come here and refresh the page, we can see forgot you have an account, login is down here. I think this is now a bit smarter. We can just change this to be something like 3. If we change that to 3 and we refresh this page, we can see there is a space, a little bit, a space is there. So this looks nice. Okay, so next time we are going to change everything into a URL, so that we are able to work with the URL instead of the routes. Okay, so let's also do the same for the login function, which we already created here. So we can just simply say the name was login, and yeah, so we just need to call this to be a class function. So we have login. Actually, I don't need the name, so the name is not going to be there, but we have it there. So this login, we have to write it on our controller. We come here and call login. So we have login, and we are going to have the view folder, which is auth.log.blade.login. So meaning that if we bring this back and refresh our page, we are still going to get that login page. Let me see. If we refresh that, we have the login page. So what we are going to do on the what we are going to do on the side of the forgot password, we are going to put our URL here. So we are going to say URL. We are going to put it as URL. Okay, fine. Before that, you have to put these braces. Wait. So you say URL login, but you put login without this. So actually, what we'll need, it was just a simple stroke like that. That stands for the login. So if we go there to the forgot, you refresh this page, we say also forgot, we need to put that one now. It's already there. So the forgot password, we will come and under this, you remove this URL and then you put this, you say URL, then you say you call the forgot password. So when you come and refresh this page as it is, and then you click on forgot password, should be taking you to the forgot password. And if you say login, it should be navigating back to your login page. So that is how it works. Otherwise, friends, thank you very much for watching this video and for subscribing to my channel. Remember, learning in YouTube is just like forming a family. So let's make this a community. Let's share with our friends, call them to learn new things. I promise that this project is going to be a big project, and when we are done, you shall have learned something in a proper way. Okay, thank you very much.